Namaste. Okay, Yoga Sutra. Book 2, Sutra 28. Mic check. Yeah, cool. Namaste. Siddhang Bhavati Vivekakya Tilhanopaya. Number 3. Paya Hu and Na. Okay. Vivekakya Tilhanopaya iti na 자 시드티라는 딸에는 사타나미띠에 따당 라피아테 사타나미띠에 따당 사타나미띠에 따당. That number 4 is really in the way. 사타나미띠에 따당 라피아테. Yeah. Mitya tasutadam, mitya tasutadam, mitya tasutadam, mitya tasutadam. Santana mitya tasutadam rapyate. Mitya tasutadam rapyate. Yep, okay. 요강은강 누슈투 나다쇼드 티쿠쇼예 요강은강 누슈투 요강은강 누슈투 나다쇼드 티쿠쇼예 진연아디 부티랑 비베카키안테흐 요강은강 누슈투 나다쇼드 티쿠쇼예 진연아디 부티랑 비베카키안테흐. Sorry. 요강은강니아실더와 비티앙 이슈마노. Oh, sorry. 만원이 요강은강니아실더와 비타 요강은강니아실더와 비타 이슈마노니 대셔마노슈투 나트 반짜 빨바노 대쇼 나트 반짜 빨바노 대쇼마노슈투 나트 반짜 빨바노 비파리아야시안 슈드티루 바시안 구셔요 나샤흐 따뜻그쇼예 사미야그지냐나시안 피비야그티흐 여텅엠 짬 상타나니아누슈투야는데 상타나니아누슈투이 상타나니아누슈투이야는데 따텅엠 따노트바마 슈드티랑 바디아테 따노트바마 슈드티랑 바디아테 여텅엠 자 구슈이야테 따텅엠 구셔야그라마 누로티니 구셔야그라마 누로티니 지냐나시앙아피 디프틸비 발타떼 성엠 카르베슈 비브르드티흐 prakasha manubhavatiyang vivakakhyateh guna purusha svarupa vijiñana tityartah Yoganga nushutva namashudtevi yogakara nama. One more. Yoganga nushutva namashud. Yoganga nushutva nama. Yoganga nushutva namashudtevi yogakara nama. Yatang parashusha chediasyam vivekakhyam tesatu prapatikaranam yatang taimaha sukhasyam nanyatang karanam kati chaitani karanwani shasatre pavananti navai vetyaha Tadiyatang Udapatati Satitya Pibhyagati Vikara Pratyaya Prayaha. I need to double check that spelling. Sorry. Oh wow, it's long. Parayaha. Okay. Udapatat Tadyatang Udapatati Satitya Pibhyagati Vikara Pratyaya Prayaha. Almost. Udapatati Satitya Pibhyagati. Oh, there's like distractions going on. Namaste. Tadyatang Udapatati Satitya Pibhyagati Vikara Pratyaya Prayaha. Vyoganyat Bhaktrutayaha Karanam Navatang Samaratama Iti Tatrotapatati Karanam Mano Pavati. Number 1. Vijñānasyam Sathitikaranam Manasaha Purushol Tatang Sharirasya Vahara Iti Abhivyakati Karanam Yatang Rupasya Lokasatatang Rupajñānam Vikarakaranam Manaso Vishayanantaram Yatagniha Bhakyasyam Pratyayakaranam Tumajñānam Agnijñānasyam Tumajñānam Agnijñānasyam Prapatikaranam Yoganganganushutvanam Vivekakhyateh Vyogakaranam Tadevashudteh Anyatavakaranam Yatang Subalnosyam Subalnokarah Evamekasyam Sutri Pratyayasyam Vidyam Mudhatve Tuveshwa Tuhakatve. Did I miss any numbers? Good. Ragah Sukhatve Tatatva Jnanam Mathyasatya Trutikaranam Shariraminindriyanam Tani Jatasyam Mahabhutani Shariranam Tani Ja Parasparam Sarveshwam Dairyagyao Napam Dairyagyao Namanushodaivatani Cha Parasparai Tattva-dityevam Navakaranoni Tani Jan Yatha Samphavam Padaltan Tarashivapi Yojiyani Yoganganganushutuanam Tu Dvitaiva Karanotvam Lapata Iti. Namaste. When discriminative discernment is perfected, there is the means of escape, and there is no perfection without the means. So this has begun. After the aids to yoga have been followed up, when the impurity has dwindled, there is an enlightenment of perception reaching up to the discriminative discernment. The aids to yoga are the 8 which are about to be enumerated. As the result of following them up, there is a dwindling or cessation of the 5-sectioned misconception. Upon the dwindling of this follows the manifestation of focused thinking. And in proportion as the means, so the impurity is reduced to a state of attenuation. And in proportion as it dwindles, the enlightenment of perception also, in accordance with the degree of dwindling, increases. Now the same increase experiences a perception reaching up to discriminative discernment, up to the perception, which distinguishes between the aspects as such and the self. The following up of the aids to yoga is the cause of discorrelation with impurity, just as an axe is which is to be cut. Now, they are the cause of attaining discriminative discernment, just as right living is to happiness. In other ways, it is not a cause. Furthermore, how many of these causes, according to the system, are there? Just 9, he says, as follows. Causes 9-fold: rise, and permanence, and manifestation, and modification, and presentation, and attainment, and disjunction, and transformation, and sustentation. Of these, the cause of rise, the central organ of a mental process. The cause of permanence, the fact that the self has purposes of the central organ, just as food is of the body. The cause of manifestation, the shining of color, just as the perception of color. The cause of modification, another object of sense to the central organ, just as fire to food to be cooked. The cause of presentation, the cause of smoke, of the thought of fire, to the thought of fire. The cause of attaining, the following up of the aids to yoga, to discriminative discernment. The cause of disjunction, the same from impurity, the cause of transformation is, for instance, the goldsmith to the gold. Similarly, if a single presented idea of a woman has the quality of infatuation, undifferentiated consciousness, if it has the quality of painfulness, hatred. If it has the quality of pleasurability, passion. If it has the quality of the detached attitude, the recognition of reality, or the recognition of the reality. The cause of sustentation, the body to the sense organs. And the great elements of bodies, and these reciprocally of all, since human and animal and supernormal bodies depend upon each other. So much then for the 9 causes. And these, so far as possible, are also to be applied to other things. But as for the following up of the H2 Yoga, it comes into play as cause in 2 ways only. Okay, Raghuveda next. Okay. Namaste. Raghuveda, Book 3, and 48. Sadiyon han jangato purushapaha kaninaha prapaltuma vadanan tasaha sutasyam. Satoha, Satoha piban patikamam yatan de rasa shiraha pratamam somiasyam. Yajajan yatan satada harasyam kamem shoha piyushamapibo gireshutwam tam te matan Bari Yoshua Janitri Mahaha Betuldama Asichana Asinchadagore Upasataya Matara Manana Maitutva Digumama Pashyadapi Somamutaha Prayabayanana charadu gurutu so aniyana mahani chakre purutha pratikah ugarasa turan shala piputiyojang ugarasa turan shala piputiyojang Ugarasa turanga shola piputi ojang yatha vasham tanambam chakra esha 드바슈떠라미는드로 자누셔 피푸야 유슈여 소마마 비바츠 자무슈 소마마 비바츠 자무슈 슈남 후베만 마카바나 미는드라 마스미는 파레 느르따맘 바자사땅 쉐르는 바는 땀 무그라 무따예 사마뜨수 그나는 땀 부르뜨라 누이 삼지땀 타나나마. Almost at the a little rough. Soon as the young bull sprang into existence, he longed to taste the Presta Soma's liquor. Drink thou thy fill, according to thy longing, first of the goodly mixture blent with Soma. That day when thou wast born, thou, fain to taste it, drankest the plant's milk which the mountains nourish. That milk thy mother first, the dame who bare thee, poured for thee in thy mighty father's dwelling. Desiring food, he came unto his mother, and on her breast beheld the pungent Soma. Wise, he moved on, keeping aloof the others, and wrought great exploits in his varied aspects. Fierce, quickly conquering, of surpassing vigor, he framed his body even as he listed. Even from his birth time, Inandra conquered the Vashatva, bore off the Soma, and in beakers drank it. Kaviyan Makavan, auspicious Inandra, best hero in the fight where spoil is gathered. The strong who listens, who gives aid in battles, who slays the Vrutras, wins and gathers riches. Upanishad next. Okay, Chanandogya Upanishad, Book 5, Canada 5. Namaste. Paljaniyo Bhava Gautama Agnistasya Vayureva Samidak Pram Tumo Vidyudachil Dalchira Vidyudalchira Shanirangangara Hradanayo Visapulinganga Tasaminan Naganao Devaha Somama Rajanam Chuvati Tasyan Hotel Balsho Hotel Balshama Sampavati. Namaste. Iti Panchamaha Kanandoha. Oh, and I changed the music. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay. The rain cloud, verily, O Gautama, is a sacrificial fire. In this case, wind is the fuel, mist the smoke, lightning the flame, the thunderbolt the coals, hailstones the sparks. In this fire, the gods offer King Soma. From this oblation arises rain. Okay. Ramayana next. Oh no, yeah, Ramayana next. Thank you. Okay. Balakananda. Chapter 37. Right? Yeah. Okay, 32 shlokas, medium sized. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, here we go. Namaste. Saputattarim shaho saigaho. Namaste. Tapyamane tadan tepe sanandraho sagani purogamaho. Senapati mapi pusanantaho pitamahamuma mupagamama. Pitamahamupagamana. Pitamahamupagamana. Tato burubanan suraho saibe pagabanan tam pitamahama. Baranui patiya surarama senandraho sagani purogamaho. Yena senapatil deva tatuto bhagavata purana. Tapaha paramasthaya tapyate sama sahomaya. Yadatra nanantaram karyam lokanam hitakamyaya. Sambitatasava vitana jinya devam hi naha parama gatiha. Devatanam pachaha shrutava saivaloka mahaha. Sanantavayanan mathuraiva kiaisutri dashani damabravit. Vakiaistri mathuraiva kiaisutri dashani damabravit. One more. Sanantavayana mathuraiva kiaisutri dashani damabravit. Okay, moving on. Shailaputriya yadukatam tanana prajaha sivasu patnishu. Tasyang vachana maklishatam matya satyameva na samshayaha. Yamaka shagam ga. Wow. Yamaka shagam. Yamaka shagam ga. Yamaka shagam ga. Yamaka shagam ga. Yamaka shagam. Wow, man. Maka shagam ga. Wow. Yamaka Yamaka shagamga ja yasyam putram hutashanahu jana ishyati devanam senapati marim damam jeshutua shailanandra duhitam manayishyati tam sutam umaya satad bahumatam bhavishyati na samshayahu Tatcha churtivam pachanam tasya krutal tham rakhunanandana paranoipatya suraha saive pita mahamapu jayana te gatavam paramam rama kailasam tatumananduitama Agnim niyojayamasuha putrailtam salvadevatah devakaryamidam deva samatattasva hutashanam shaila putriyam mahatejo gamgayam teja uttusroja Devatanam pratijñaya gamgamapyatya pavakaha Kalpam taraya vaidevi devatanamidam puriyam Ityatad vachanam shrutva divyam rupamatharayat Santasyam mahimam drashatva samanantadavashiriyata samanantatasatadam devimapyashvinjana bhavakaha devimapyashvinjata Samanantatasatadam devimapyashvinjata pavakaha Salvaturotam si purnoni gamgayam rakhunanandana Tamuvancang tato gamgang salvadeva purogamam Ashakutang taranue deva Tejasutava samud tatam Dahiyamana gunina tena Samampravyatitachatana Atha bravididam gamgam Salvadeva hutashanahu Iha haimavate panshava Kalpoyam samniveshyatam Shrutevang devagani vacho gamgang tam Kalpamati pasavaram Uttusasalja mahatejah srotopyo hi tadanaka Tadasyang nilgatam tasmat saputajamambu nada prapam Taputajamambu nada prapam Kanchanam taranuim praputam hiranuya matula prapam Tamuram kashuno yasam jaivan Taikushu nuyo deva pijayata Malam dasya pavat tatra trapo si sakamevacham Tada taranuim prapya nana thatura valtata Nikushui putamatre kalpe tu tejo piranjitama Saivam Parvata Samnadatam 사발너마 파바드 바나무 정타루파미티 키앙탐 따다 프라프르티 라카밤 수발넘 puru샤비앙크라 후땅샤나 사마프라파무 드러너 부르코샬라땅 구르마 살밤 파바티 깐짜나무 땀 구마람 따또 자땀 사는드라흐 사하 마루드 간워흐 구스리라 삼은 파바날 타야 그르뜨띠까흐 사마요자야는 땅흐 구스리람 장따마트라시야 그르뜨바 사마야 모트따마무 다두흐 부뚜로야마스마감 살바사미띠 니시치땅흐 따따스투 데바땅흐 살바흐 깔티케야 이띠 부르바느 부트라이스 트라일로키야 비키앙아또 파비시어티 나 삼샤야흐 대슈엄 다드 바짜남 슈르트방에 스카는남 갈파파리스라베 스나베 or 스나베 스나바야는 파라야 라크쇼미야 디비야마남 야타날라무 스카는다 이티아부르바는 데바흐 스카는남 갈파파리스라베 갈티케얌 마하바훔 가쿠트스타 지발라노빠마무 브라둘푸땀 따따흐 구스위람 그르뜨티까나 마누트따마무 셔는놈 쇼더나노 푸트방에 자그라하 스타나잠바야흐 그르히트방에 구스위라메까흐나에 무쿠 구수마라바푸스타당에 바푸스타다 구수마라바푸스타당 아자야트 스베나 비리에노 다이티아 사이니아 간원 비푸허 수라세나 가나파티마 피아 슈인짜는 마하디우티마 미야오 3 left 넘었을 때 피아 슈인짜는 마하디우티마 수라세나가나파티마 피아 슈인짜는 수라세나가나마티마 피아 슈인짜는 마하디우티마 피아 슈인짜는 마하디우티마 오케이 수라세나가나파티마 피아신 수라세나가나파티마 피아 슈인짜는 마하디우티마 따따스타마마라흐 세베 사메티아그니 부로가마흐 에슈테라마 감가야 비스타로 피히토 마양 구마라 사면 파바시 바시짜이방 구마라 사면 파바시짜이방 구마라 사면 파바시짜이방 타니아흐 부누여스다 타이바짱 부누여스다 타이바짱 오케이 와우 파크다시짱 야흐 갈티케에 가쿠트스타 푸비 마나바흐 아유슈마네 부트라 이시짱 스카는다 사로키야탐 브라자트 넘었을 때 Ityanshwe Srimad Ramayanwe Varamikiye Adikabye Balakanandwe Saputatiri Mishaho Saigaho. Namaste. I'll take a little break. It's like, so instead of Ganga, they spelled it Gamga. Wonder why that is actually. Actually, in this version, they spelled it differently. Ganga. The other version, this is the same company. Just wondering why they spelled it Gamga instead of Ganga. Anyway, it doesn't make too much of a difference. But Ganga, I believe, is the correct version. Not Gamga. Gamga. That's why I had a lot of trouble saying it, because they spelled it the wrong way. I didn't even think about that. If anybody's a Vedic scholar, and Sanskrit scholar even, and are watching this, analyze that, please, if you can. I had trouble, reciting parts of today's Ramayana, because these people is Manduit-pan and Panduitas. Students decided to now the words are hiding from me because I'm about to accuse it. Because it's not the correct spelling, Would you prefer a fake Prada and you still pay money for it? Here you go, Gamga. Yeah, you look at that, Gamga, and it's all over the place. Never once did they spell it the correct way. That's really sad. So this reality, there's so many Gamga. I see Gamga. Instead of Ganga, they spelled it Gamga. Does it make a lot of difference? Not too much, but it does make a difference. And that's the truth. Is Ganga different from Gamga? Yes. And does that make a difference? Yes. To what extent? I have no fucking idea. Sorry for the DF drop, but that's how serious the matter is. Humans will never understand. My question is, why this is the same company. This is the English translation and this is the Hindi translation, I believe. I don't read Hindi at all. I recite Sanskrit, that's about it. But this is the same company. In one version, they decided, in the English version, they decided to spell it the right way. Ganga. I can't find it right now. Gangayam. And the other version, they spelled it the wrong way, and that's a Hindi translation. So if you're a Sanskrit scholar, if you could analyze that for me, or for yourself, because you're a scholar, this doesn't make any sense. No effing sense. It makes me mad. Should I start using this version? I don't want to. I don't want to use this version. It's not very legible. It's not. They're pretty much the same thing, legible ones. I don't know, man. But yeah, if it gets really bad, I might have to use this version. But I don't like spanning this way either, and I cannot fit it into. This is really, like, if I fit into one page, that's really tiny for me. I can't do that. No, I can't use this version. So that sucks. Oh well. Welcome to my life. Okay, here we go. Canto 37. Oh man, this sucks because I like Gangan, you know. At that time, while the divinity was practicing austerities, the gods, along with Inandra, and accompanied by the god of fire as their leader, approached Brahma, seeking to secure a commander for their forces. Falling prostrate before him, all the gods, including Inandra, and accompanied by the god of fire as their leader, thereupon addressed the venerable Brahma, or Rama. Resorting to supreme asceticism, the Almighty Lord, O glorious one, by whom a commander for our forces was vouchsafed some time back, is practicing austerities along with Goddess Uma. Accomplish what should be done next in this connection with the intention of doing good to the world, O knower of expedience, since you are our supreme resort. Hearing the submission of the gods, Brahma addressed the following words to the gods, comforting them with sweet assurances. What has been uttered by Goddess Parvati, viz., that you will have no progeny through your wives, must be true. There is no doubt about it. Her imprecation is unobstructed. Here is the heavenly Gangan, through whom the god of fire will cause to be born a son capable of subduing his enemies, who will turn out to be the commander of the celestial armies. Gangan will account him as her son, and that will be made much of by Uma. There's no doubt about it. Satisfied to hear the above reply of Brahma, and falling prostrate before him, O scion of Raku, all the gods venerated him. Reaching the most excellent Kailasa, rich in minerals, O Rama, with all the divinities urged the god of fire to produce a son. Accomplish this object of gods, O exceptionally glorious god of fire. Place in Gangan the daughter of Himavan, the seed. Making a promise to the gods, and approaching the Gangan, the god of fire prayed to her. Place the seed, for such is the pleasure of gods. Hearing the aforesaid request, the celestial weaver assumed an ethereal living form. Beholding her exquisiteness of form, the seed melted on all sides. The god of fire then impregnated her on all sides in such a way that all her veins were saturated, O scion of Raku. Burning with that fiery seed, and with her mind extremely agonized, Gangan thereupon spoke to the celebrated god of fire. I am unable, O shining one, to bear the seed, intensified by thine own. The god of fire made the following reply to Gangan. The seed may be discharged on this offshoot of the Himalayas. Hearing the suggestion of the god of fire, the exceptionally glorious Gangan, for her part, expelled from her veins that very moment that most resplendent seed, O sinless Rama. Sorry, I'll say that again. Hearing the suggestion of the god of fire, the exceptionally glorious Gangan, for her part, expelled from her veins that very moment that most resplendent seed, O sinless Rama. since it emerged from the body of Gangan, is shown accordingly as molten gold of the purest type. Its residue that fell on earth turned into gold and silver of matchless splendor. Due to the very severity of its heat, even distant areas were converted into copper and iron. Its dross turned into tin and lead on the earth. In this way, on reaching the earth, the seed grew to be various metals. The moment the seed was deposited, really speaking, the entire thicket, along with the mountain, was irradiated. The moment the seed was deposited, really speaking, the entire thicket, along with the mountain, was irradiated with its splendor and turned into gold. From that time onward, O Scion of Raku, gold, which shines like fire, came to be known as Jatarupa, O tiger among men. And the grass, the creeper plants, the trees, and the guruma all turned into gold by the contact of that seed. Thereupon the hosts of gods, along with Inandra, brought together the boy thus born as well as the Gurutikayas in a body for the purpose of suckling the babe. Having arrived at a sublime understanding that the babe in question would be the son of them all, and determined accordingly, they suckled the boy as soon as he was born. Thereupon all the gods said, the boy will be Thereupon all the gods said, the boy will be celebrated in all the three worlds as a son of the Gurutikayas. There's no doubt about it. Hearing the aforesaid utterance of the gods, the Gurutikayas bathed the babe that had trickled down, and on its oozing from the womb shone with supreme effulgence like fire. The gods named the mighty armed son of the Gurutikayas was effulgent as fire, O scion of Kakutasata, as Sukananda, because he has slipped from the womb. Then there appeared milk, excelled by no other milk, in the breasts of the Gurutikayas, and growing six-faced, the babe sucked the milk flowing from the breasts of the six. Having sucked their milk for a day, the boy, though tender of body, grew so powerful then that he conquered by dint of his might divisions of the demon army. Meeting together all the gods, headed by the god of fire, then installed the exceptionally glorious boy as the commander of the celestial forces. In this way has been told by me, O Rama, a detailed narrative of the Gangan, as also the story of the āmēn of Kumara, which confers wealth as well as religious merit. Nay, a man on earth who is devoted to Kartikeya, O scion of Kakutasatana, bids fair to attain longevity and an abode in the realm of Sukananda along with his sons and grandsons. Thus ends Canto 37 in the Balakananda of the glorious Ramayana of Valmiki, the work of Rashwi and the oldest epic. Okay. I'll take a restroom break, and then the last is Kalki Purana next. Thank you. Mic check. Okay. Kalki Purana, Book 2, Chapter 5. So hard. That was the hardest Vedic literature. Sudang Vangchang Upabishudue Dadang Hamse Pikushum Kurutavang Yatochitang Tatah Prahuranantasyon Sharira Rogyakamiyayan Hamsasuteshwam Matam Jinyatavang Brahman Puratah Satitam Tavan Charumati Pariyang Putrah Pancha Buddhadayah Thanaratnanan Vitam Sadama Samambatam Sauthasagankulam Diakavan Kada Gatosi Ha Puturodavan Hanit Puturodavan Hadine Natu Samudrati Rasanjaraha Purad Talmajana Drataha Nimanantariya Mamiha Yataha Shokasanan Taputama Nasaha Devam Jang Sabudabdi Bal Devam Jang Sabudati Bal Shui Yasatatra Derashatua Mayang Prapo Derimshad Bal Shui Yang Derimshad Bal Shui Yabat Dasma Diti Me Sampramo Mahane Iyam Pariyang Sahayang De Na Tatra Lokitang Gavachit Aham Pang Gava Kutasmaat Gatham Pang Kena Kashitah Sang Evan Bang Na Bang Pitavam Naham Bang Pikushurava Sah Abayoriha Samiyogash Janandra Jala Iva Pavat Devam Guru Hasatah Savataimaginyo Pikushukoham Barat Makaha Abayoriha Sambado Balakonan Matatayorivan Balakonan Matatayorivan Dasyang Di Shasyang Mayayam Trijanan Manan Trijagana Mohakari Nui Jinyanat Prapya Dvaitalapiang Mani Hamiti Po Divijang Okay. Iti Pikushuha Samashravyam Yadaniyat Praha Bismitah Maikanandwaya Mahapaga Pabishuyam Katayami De Pralaya Yang Diva Yang Durashatwa Purusha Siodaram Pasi Purusha Siodaram Pasi Sang Mayang Mohajanikang Panantanam Kanuikang Yatang Tamo Yanananta Sanantang Sorry Tamo 디아나는 따사는 땅 노다 노디아 따마끄셔리 노다 노디아 따마끄셔리 야야다 마킬람 로까마 버르티양 바스타양 스티땀 라예 리네 드리자가티 브라흐마 따느마 드라땅암 까따흐 니루빵아테오 니라로케 스스르쿠슈라 파바트 빠라흐 브라하마노여피 드비타 푸테 부루셔 프라크르티 스바영에 파사 삼자나야마사 마하는땀 까라요가따흐 까라스바 파바깔마트마 까라스바 파바깔마트마 소항은 까라스타토 파바트 드리버트 베시노 시바 브라흐마마야흐 삼사라까라너무 따나마드라누이 따따흐 반짱 자진이레 구너바는 띠짱 마하푸다니아피 따따흐 브라크로테오 브라흐마 삼시라 영아트 정아땅 데바 수라가나 수라나라 정아땅 데바 수라나라 예짜니에 지바자따야흐 브라흐마는더 파는더 삼파라자는마 나샤크리야트미카흐 Almost might need medicine. 브라흐마는더 파는더 삼파라자는 Medicine makes me super mad. It's like, wait a minute, wait a second. Now I could do it. 브라흐마는더 파는더 삼파라자는 마사 나샤크리야트미카 삼파라. 브라흐마는더 파는더 삼파라자는 마 나샤크리야트미카. It feels good saying it. 브라흐마는더 파는더 삼파라자는 마 나샤. 브라흐마는더 파는더 삼파라자는 마 나샤크리야트미카. Okay. 마야야 지바 부르셔흐 바라마트마나흐 삼사라 샤라나 비아그로 삼사라 샤라나 비아그로 나 베다트마가팀 그바치트 아호 발라바티 마양 브라흐마디야 야드바셰 스티땅 가보 야탕 나시 프로땅 구너바드탕 카가 이반 땅 마얌 구너마임 예 띠띠 셔는띠 무니시바라흐 스트라바는띠 바사나나크람 따 에발타비도 푸비 샤나카 우방짱 마이가는도에요 바시슈타시짱 바마데바다요 빠레 슈르트방에 구루바쪼 푸야흐 기마후흐 시라바너드르따흐 라자노 나는 다바짜나미띠 슈르트방에 수토빠마무 김방에 브라후라토 수타 파비슈어미하 발노야 이띠 따드바짱 아슈르티양 수타흐 사트크르티야 땀포나흐 가타야마사 갈트시에나 Sorry. 가탕야마사 깔뜨시에나 쇼카모하비타 쇼카모하비카타까무 수당 우왕짱 따뜨라 나는 또 부바가노이 따뜨라 나는 또 부바가노이 부바가노이허 보실떠 A little tired. I'm halfway. 따뜨라 나는 또 부바가노이허 보실떠허 브라하 끌었다다라허 따빠상 모하니타나 미는드라 야노는 짱 따빠상 모하니타나 미는드리 야노는 짱 니그라 함 아나는 땅 우망짱 아또함 마나마사디아 따빠허 그릇드방 비타나따허 여는들이 야노 나 마나소 니그라 호푸트 까당짜나 니그라 호푸트 까당짜나 마네 브라흐마 튀아야또 메 바리아 뿌트라 타나디까무 비쇼얀짜는 따라 샤시바트 삼스마라야티 메 마나흐 제슈엄 스마라노마트레누 투어카쇼카 파야다야흐 프라투다는티 마마 프라노는 타라노 티아나 샤카흐 따또함 니시치타 마티리는들이 야논자 가따네 마나소 니그라 하스테나 바비시어티 나 삼샤야흐 아또 마미는드라 야논자 니그라 하비야그라 짜따 삼 따다 티슈투어 드르떼 드르데방 시점 드르 따다 티슈투어 드르데방 시점 드르시트방 마미 유란자상 루피노 마마 토쭈스 때 포 아나는 땅 이티 때 다샴 디그방아 땅알 까프라체토츠 비바흐니는 드로 빼는드라 미트라 까흐 미야오 I might need medicine. It just gets hotter from now. 디그방아 땅알 까프라체토 시비 디그방아 땅알 까프라체토 시비바흐니는 드로 빼는드라 미트라 까흐 디그방아 딸 까프라체토 시비바흐니는 드로 빼는드라 미트라 까흐 almost 디그방아 딸 까프라체토 시비바흐니는 드로 빼는드라 미트리 디그방아 땅알 까프라체토 시비바흐니는 드로 빼는드라 미트라 까흐 디그방아 딸 까프라체토 시비바흐니는 드로 빼는드라 미트라 까흐 이는들이 양안웜 바얌 데바스타바 데헤 브라티시 트위탕흐 나카그라가는 더 삼피는 나는 나스마는 깔뜨뚜 미하이 하시 나 시레요 히 다바나는 타 마노니그라 하칼 마누이 체단에 페다네스마 감 피는 나말말 마리시어시 아는 당아남 바티라논자 Vikalanandriya Jibinam Vanepi Vishaya Vyagaram Manasam Lakushayamahe Jivasyapi Kurohasatasya Deho Koham Keham Manonugaha Manonugaha. I want to say the whole thing. Yeah, I'm a little tired or something's happening. I don't know what's happening. Jivasyapi Kurohasatasya Deho Keham Manonugaha Buddhatilpariyang Tadanugang Payamityavataraya Atmanam Ratinam Vidati Shariram Ratamevatu. No, they're not supposed. They're supposed to mark that. Sorry, that was not in the. That was their comment. This is riddled. All these things are riddled with human comments. Humans love just, saying things around Sanskrit. Just print the text. God damn it. I'm forced to take medicine. I'm gonna take a little break because look at this. That's not in the text. They just put it there. That's not in the. It's you can see it's riddled with human touch. It's the smell. Ugh. Okay, taking a break. Yeah, humans love commenting on things, sacred things, and show off. I guess I don't know what they do. Dear Satan, what do you prefer, humans or cats? Cats all the way, 100%. Okay, continuing. Calm down enough. I don't want to curse anybody else to death. I don't want people to die because I cursed them. I want them to die because of their sins. I mean, it's the same thing, but I don't want to do anything to do with it. Okay, here we go. Kariya yatatasya jivasya mano manantavi mukati tikkarata manantavi mukati karata samsarayati buddha lubutasya brahmano yasya mayayang. Yeah, humans are very territorial. Very territorial. Unspoken facts about humans. Very territorial. Dasaman Tasamana nigrahar tam. That's why they make noises, you know. They go outside and they make noises. Now they have car noises. Back in the day, in the ancient days, they didn't have anything. They just shouted, "Unga, unga, unga," and the other person would go, "Unga," you know, and so on. Tasamana mano nigrahar tam Vishnu pakatim samachara sukhamukkusha parada nityam dahikang salvakal manuam. Dvaita parada nananda sanandoha haripakatikang haripakatiyang jiva kosha vina shasate mahamate. Why are you doing this to me, human? They love inputting their knowledge, you know. Oh, I found the sacred Sanskrit text. I'm gonna show human other people that how much I know. You know. Param prapasyasi nirvanam karikera lokanat devayang ityaham bodhita satena bhagatyang sampurya keshavam Kalkim Didrakushuraya Taha Kurushanam Kalikulan Takam. I have to make sure these are like the text and not something that the human included. It's one person, yeah. It's a woman, okay. Talkative. He just lost 300 whatever subscribers he ever had by that comment. Anyway, moving on. Okay. Darashatam rupamarupasya sapurashatamas sapurashasatat pada paralabah sapurashasatat sapurashas. No, I'm embarrassed. Well, you know, you can't just buy Sanskrit texts nowadays, like plain Sanskrit texts. They're like not easy to find, and if you find them, they're not legible. Purushatam rupama rupasya sapurashata satat pada paralabah sapurashata satat pada ladalabah sapurashata satat pada ladalabah. Yeah. Apadasya shrutam vakyamavatyasya paratmanah ityananantah pramuditah padamanatham dijashivaram karakim kamalapatra kusham namasakurotya yaya muniha rajano munivakyena lilvalna padavim katah karakimaphyalcha padamancha namasakurotya munivratah shukam uvancham anantasya kathametam ajñanathvanandanashinim anantasya kathametam ajñanathvanandanashinim maya nitra nyanant Maya niyanantarim prapat. I feel like somebody's listening. My energy got interrupted. Maya niyanantarim prapatanan sharanam manantad vimutyate manantad Manantad Vimutyate. Okay. Well, last one, and it's really hard. Time-wise, I'm doing excellent. Samsara bhatibila salala matiha. Samsara bhatibila sala samatiha. Bila salala samatiha. Samsara bhati vilasa labati vilasa la samatiha labati vilasa la pasamati labati vilasa la samatiha samsara bhati vilasa la samatiha Shri Vishnu Savadaro Bhagatiya Kyanamidam Siva Pedara Hitam Nilmaya Talmatmana Jinyanololasani Shata Kanganga Muditaha Jinyanololasani Shata Kanganga Muditaha Jinyanololasani Shata Kanganga Muditaha Sadhu Bhagati Durga Shrayaha Sadhu Bhagati Durga Shrayaha Shadvalgam Jayata Dashasha Jagata Matma Satitam Jayata Dadesha Jagat Jayata Desha Jagata Matma Satitam Vaishnovaha Jayata Dadesha Jayata Dashesha Jagata Matmasatitam Vaishnovaha. Okay, that's a proper way to say Vaishnava. Namaste. Iti Shri Kalki Puranu Bhagavate Pabhishwe Dvitiyamshe Anantamaya Nirasanam Nama Panchamotyaya. Sorry about the stupid comment. I just get angry when when I'm reciting Sanskrit. If something like I'm reading the wrong thing, that makes me angry. I don't know why. I can't control it. It's not like I'm talking about it. It's not some things I cannot control. Like this is primal stuff for me. So if anything's in the way, my primal instinct kicks in, goes attack. Like somebody's messing with my Fortnite. I'm about to. I don't know anything about Fortnite, by the way. I'm about to beat the final boss, and somebody just says, "Hey, you want a drink?" What? It's like, get away from me. You're my enemy now. I don't even care if you wanted to give me a free drink. Yeah. So, wait, am I supposed to read the translation? Yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah, the translations make the knowledge complete. So right now it's only the 75% circle. The translations will maybe 80%. I don't. Okay, here we go. Sutra said, after properly propitiating the swan and seating him, the relatives and friends of sage Ananta, desirous of his well-being, asked the swan. The swan, knowing my inner thoughts, and seated in front of me, questioned me. When did I arrive, leaving my wife, Charumati, my 5 sons, Buddha, etc., the house full of gems and wealth and crowded city with closely built palaces? Why am I not there for the marriage of my son today? Earlier, very well respected by the pious people of the city, you used to stroll on the beach of the ocean, having invited me also for your son's marriage. How did you come here, and why are you looking so disturbed? O Lord, there I had seen you at 70 years old, while here you are, looking like 30 years old. I also am perplexed at this transformation. This assistant wife of yours was never seen there. Where am I, and how and by whom have I been brought here? Are you the same Anananda or someone else? I too am the same mendicant, Tashaima, or someone else. Our meeting here is like conjuration. You are a family man, very well knowing your duties, and I am a mendicant dependent on alms. This conversation of ours is like that between a child and a madman without this conversation of ours is like that between a child and a madman without relevance. O Brahmano, this is the Maya of that all-pervading Lord, which attracts the 3 regions. I think it can be understood through knowledge and obtained through Advaita, non-duality. Whatever has been told by the astonished swan, O Mahagandhvaya, I will now tell you all that which will happen in the future. At the end of the era, Maya exists in the water, in the stomach of Lord Vishnu, that has been seen by you, and which attracts in the same way as a harlot attracts a passersby. The darkness of Maya gives many sufferings. Though eager to destroy a man, it itself cannot be destroyed. It is the same by which the universe has been created in different forms with different names. At the time of deluge, when all the 3 regions merged into darkness and everything became null and void, desirous of creating the universe again, the Lord appeared in the form of 5 elements. All these comments. Brahma by himself was divided into 2, Purusha and Prakriti, and in due course of time, Purusha and Prakriti together created Mahatattva. Thereafter, ego was born from Mahatattva because of time, nature, and action. From the 3 qualities of ego, that is, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, were born Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahman, the maintainer, destroyer, and creator of this world. From threefold ego were born 5 elements. From them were born 5 Mahabhutas. All this creation happens because of the union of Purusha and Prakriti. Thereafter, gods, demons, men, and other beings that are destined to take birth and die were born in this vast pot-like universe. Because of the Maya of the Lord, the creature named man, being infatuated, remains enticed in this world and is not able to know anything about his own well-being. Astonishing how powerful this Maya is. Brahma and other gods also are under her control, just like a cow restricted by a string through the nose or a bird tied with a string on its feet. Only the great sages who try to cross the fast-flowing river with three qualities of sattva, rajas, and tamas, crowded with passion, like crocodiles, finding their lives meaningful. In other words, only such knowledgeable saints understand the reality of this creation. Wasn't in the translation. They put that there. That's comment. I want to read the translation part again. Only the great sages who try to cross the fast-flowing river with three qualities of sattva, rajas, and tamas, crowded with passion like crocodiles, find their lives meaningful. Shaulnaka said, hearing these words of the teacher, what did the totally engrossed and eager to hear further Markandeya, Vasishtha, Vamadeva, and other sages say? Hearing the nectar-like words of sage, Ananda, what did the king say? O Sutta, please tell us what will happen in the future. Hearing these words of Shaulnaka, and having eulogized him, Sutta explained the method of eradicating sorrow and infatuation. Sutta said, thereafter, on being questioned respectfully by the kings, sage Ananda explained the method of overcoming senses and passions through penance. Sage Ananda said, this is why, even after ritualistic penances in the forest, I was never able to control the senses or conquer the mind. Even while meditating on Brahman, I was always thinking about my wife, son, wealth, and other things. Just the thought of them caused me pain, sorrow, and fear, which troubled me and thus caused distraction. Then I resolved that only by crushing the senses I will be able to control my mind. Finding me determined to destroy my senses, their presiding gods approached me. The presiding gods of the 10 senses, taking forms, came to me and said, O Ananda, vi dik vata alka paruno prachata ashivin Vahani, Inindra, Upanindra, and Mitra. The presiding lords of the senses are present in your body. You cannot distort us with your nails. O Ananda, this act will not be beneficial to you for controlling the mind, as by cutting and piercing us, you, with your damaged vital parts, will also die. We have seen the other beings in the forest who are blind, deaf, and handicapped, but are still wrapped in mundane pleasures. Just as a house is to the householder, so is the body to the soul. Mind is servant. Intellect is like the wife. Please understand that we are just her followers. All these comments. Okay. The mind of an active being is the cause of bondage and liberation. This Maya of Brahman only makes a man involved in mundane pleasures and get caught in the ripples of this world. Hence, to control your mind, worship Lord Vishnu. This worship always gives peace and salvation and burns all deeds. O the Wise One, the worship of Lord Vishnu is grantor of duality and non-duality as well, and is the bestower of supreme bliss. The devotion is the destroyer of both gross and micro bodies. The sight of Kalki will give you the great liberation, so I was told by the swan. Hence, I have come to worship with devotion Guru Shunu, who, in the form of Kalki, will destroy the Kali dynasty. I have seen that formless Supreme God in form, and have touched the feet of one without feet, and have heard the words from the speechless Supreme. So saying, the happy sage Ananda saluted the Lord, the spouse of Lakshmi, and lotus-like eyed Kalki, and went away. Hearing these words of sage Ananda, the kings decided to live like hermits, and venerating Kalki and saluting Padma, proceeded on the path of salvation. The parrot said, one who hears or reads this narration of sage Ananda, the dispeller of the darkness of ignorance and Maya, gets freed from bondage. One who is engrossed in the worship of Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, this one, okay. Sometimes it's Lord, sometimes there's no Lord. One who is engrossed in the worship of Lord Vishnu, in spite of being eager for mundane pleasures, because of this, I want to read that again. One who is engrossed in the worship of Lord Vishnu, in spite of being eager for mundane pleasures, because of this indisputable narration, becomes pious, and with intellect shining like a sword sharpened on a sharpening stone, conquers the 6 enemies by taking resort of devotion like fort. Conquers the 6 enemies by taking resort of devotion like fort. Such devotee of Vishnu becomes self-established in the whole world. Here ends the 5th chapter of the 2nd part of Sri Kalki Purana, relating to the future happenings of the Lord, entitled Anantamaya Nirasanam. Anantamaya Nirasanam. Story of Ananda and how he was influenced by Maya. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Next is Arjuna Kalki Mantra chanting. Namaste. Have a good day. I'll be chanting in about an hour from now. Shabbat Shalom almost. So that may be next. So yeah, Kabbalah prayer next Sabbath for Sabbath. Otherwise I die. Satan, do you like doing the prayer? Yes, I do. It's really intensive. Namaste. Have a good day.